Hey family, we're going to talk about a topic that most likely you're never going to touch. But it's important as you progress, if you do see it, that you could recognize it and understand what it is. We're talking about initialization block. And what it does is basically it's going to take the constructor type of thing and initialize anything you want. So anytime an instance of that object is created, this will run, right? So how do we create these blocks? Well, we just put a little curly and we do whatever we need to do in there, right? So this is going to run whenever an instance of the object is created. So this is initialization block. So we're going to just say block started. And normally what you would do in there is you would set up any values you want to happen. Why would you do this over the constructor? Well, you don't need to, at least not yet. They do practically the same thing. So let's go say this one, and we're also going to add here constructor started. So let's just go ahead and delete our little while true we did last time, and the rest we don't care. So notice that whenever we create an instance of person, so the first line, this is the null. Okay, so ignore that. We could actually just go ahead and erase that. Let's go clean up for 1 second. Run it one last time, just so it's a bit clear. You'll notice that the first time I create an instance of person at line 15, notice that the block gets set up first. It will get initialized, or sorry, ran first, and then the constructor will get ran first. So whichever one you utilize, it's perfectly fine. You could also do this with static. So there is the same thing, but if you put the keyword static and put the little brackets. Now, the difference between this initialization block and the static initialization block is the static one will only run once when the classes are being built by the compiler, right? So this is only once when the compiler is setting up. Okay, so we'll put a system static block started. Now, mind you, this is good to set up things, but from the static, you will not have access to anything from an instance. Okay, you never had that access. It's a class. It's for the classes, not for any instance of that class. So if we look inside our texts here, you'll notice the static is going to be the first thing because the class is being created, right, from the compiler. And every time you're going to create an instance, you could see those blocks being created, right? But you'll never see the static block ever again, right? So this is, again, good. Set up everything, set up as you wish. Mind you, why would you ever use this? You don't need to know yet. It's a bit more complex. And to be honest, you most likely don't need to use it at all. But if you do see it, just understand what it is, because this could be kind of confusing that you see some block of code, right? The body of some code, which is not associated to anything. No constructors, no other things, right? Thanks, guys. See you guys in the next video.